Hey, welcome to HR Happy Hour Work Break. You are live here with Trish and Karen and Steve. How are you, Steve Bose?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We are good. Can you see we're in the car?
I can see that.
Hopefully this Wi-Fi will hold up. We are outside a Panera Bread in Rolla, Missouri. We are taking our first road trip, first travel in months and months and months.
Wow.
And we're being very safe about it. We have our Lysol, our masks, our gloves, our everything we need, but we are going to Branson, Missouri.
Oh, I was about to say, don't tell people where you're going. That's the worst mistake celebrities make when they travel. You're not supposed to say that. You should say, we're going to an undisclosed location.
Dude, if the paparazzi follow us, it's all good. We are so ready. We're ready. No, this is going to be fun. Like, we really needed to get out. So anyway, but we are stopped here. We are actually, you can see live ordering. Did you know you can order right on the app?
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that. There are apps for many
things. We're doing it. So first, thank you, Panera Bread Company. You should be our sponsor because we're obviously using your Wi-Fi, which is phenomenal. Thank you so much. And Steve, what's up in your world today?
It's fine. It's been a weird week, I think. Busy, but I'm not sure I got a lot done in a weird way. But I was happy for a while today because the sun finally came out. I was complaining about 4 days or 5 days of nonstop rain. The sun came out for a couple of hours, and now it looks like I'm looking out my window. I can see out the window. It's in front of me here, and it looks like completely black, like we're going to have a major storm. So, I don't know. But I'm good. Yeah. It's glad it's Friday, I think, and excited to I'm not sure what I'm going to do this weekend. I'll figure it out. I'm not going anywhere fun just yet, but I'm thinking about going to the beach soon because in North Carolina and South Carolina, the beaches are, I think, reopening or partially or fully. And so, yeah, I might be getting close to the time to make a little beach run soon.
A little beach run? So I know relatively like where Charlotte is. I've flown into the airport, but how close? I mean, you're in North Carolina, but it's fairly close to South Carolina, right? It's right on the border.
Yes, it's pretty close.
So what is like the closest beach? Like, is it a North Carolina beach or a South Carolina beach? If you were to like go out to the beach?
Like probably of one you've heard of, it's probably South Carolina would be my guess. I don't really even know. Yeah. I mean, it's fairly well inland, so any beach you'd be going to it's probably about 3 hours drive. But like you could be in even like a place like Charleston is probably just a little over 3 hour drive from here, where there's plenty of beaches and lots to do. So I think that's and that was kind of like the first trip. I think when all the business travel got canceled, right? That was the place I was going right after that ultimate trip we've talked about. That was our last travel we did to Las Vegas. I was heading down to Charleston for the Benefit Focus event, was the event I was planning on going to. And I was super excited to go because for the first time since forever, right? It's an event really close to where I lived. I was even going to drive there, I think. But and Charleston's a wonderful place. But yeah, that could be the next place to go visit, though. That might be fun.
Okay. Yeah, well, we are definitely not going to a beach. We will be by a lake. There's a really cool lake, which hopefully we'll get to go and, I don't know, have dinner or at least go walk around the park or something.
Cool.
Table Rock Lake in Missouri, which is a really nice one. And other than that, it's just raining here. Just kind of
scary.
It's dreary. So
real drag.
We're just going to go and real drag. But I tell you what, I was so excited packing my suitcase. I almost forgot how to pack. Like, you know, it's like one of those things, like we travel so much normally that I keep toiletries ready, everything's ready to go. And oh my gosh, it was like starting from scratch. I had no idea what I was doing. But when we got in the car, I did play like the takeoff announcements. I surprised her with it was a Delta flight. We were on a pseudo Delta flight from where were we going? We were going to Georgia and then
Dallas.
So we listened to our flight instructions and everything, and we buckled in, and it was great. So
yeah, I'm a Delta guy, so that's cool. And I will say the Delta has been pretty good throughout this whole time with kind of the communications and what they're doing for their frequent flyers. Like they kind of grandfathered everybody's status already for next year, which is pretty cool. And so when I get back in the air, I am shout out to my friends at Delta. That I will be on a Delta flight for sure.
American is doing the same. I have to tell you, like, there's lots and lots of perks for us. So yeah, it'll be good.
Well,
let's. Hey, I'm not going to stay on here long because
no, you guys should go. I didn't. I love this show because I never know what's going to happen.
You like our colleges?
Maybe a little bit. And the only thing I'll say is this: I think in general, the colleges are doing an awful job at communications, at planning, at responding to this crisis. I read a bunch of things the other day about like what the nation's top 25 colleges are planning to do in terms of opening their campuses in the fall semester. And I was curious because the college I'm mostly interested in is Boston University, which is where my son goes, which was on this list. Right. And I watched I'm going to take a shot at the guy a little bit, but I watched a 5-minute interview with the president of Boston University that he did on CNBC the other day. And I left it not even really understanding what the hell he was talking about. Like many of these big companies are talking about grandfather or slowly bringing people back into the office, maybe 10% at a time, 20% at a time, et cetera. The colleges are talking about similar things for their students, which makes no sense to me, right? It makes no sense to me how you're going to pull that off in a college or university setting. Like either you're going to bring 10% of the students back to live in the dorm. Well, which 10% is that? And then you're going to bring in, then you'll bring in a few more people. And then how are the classes going to work with 10% or 20% of the students physically there and the rest remotely?
Maybe a year. They're talking about high schools too. So like same thing, like you could bring the freshmen in first, or you could bring, colleges could be the same way. You could have like only the seniors and juniors would have classes on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that might make sense, but Trish,
only certain types of classes.
None of the plans even talk about that. All the ones I read don't even mention that at all. So it's a disaster, and I'm calling them out. I'm calling you out, Boston University. Figure it out. Get it straight. I'm paying you a fortune. I'm demanding answers.
This is fantastic. I don't know that we've ever seen you fired up, like publicly, actually not even privately. Typically, you're always so laid back. You're fired up, Steve.
Wow, it's a good thing it's a Friday. All right, well, that's it. That's my mini rant. You guys have fun. Have a great trip. Be safe.
That's right. We're going down to Branson. We're gonna have a little music, wait till you see the picture of where we're staying.
We won't tell.
We are not gonna tell.
Don't divulge.
It is gonna be epic. It's epic. I mean, it's so good that even if we don't get to leave the condo, it's epic.
It's fine.
We're totally good with it. Yeah, we're gonna quarantine there.
All right.
Everybody, thank you for listening. It's been a good week. We've loved having all your support. Keep up the messages and keep following and sharing, and we love you. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Bye, everyone.